The earth trembles with the weight of life. 1 million years ago, a time before language, before civilization, before the spark of true thought, the planet breathes in chaos. Thunder rolls across the horizon, wind carves the faces of mountains, and through the dust and storms a creature walks, fragile, barefoot, and hungry, a being not yet human, but no longer beast. It breathes the hot air of survival, feeling the pulse of the earth beneath its feet, a rhythm older than fire itself. Every sunrise is a test, every heartbeat a gamble against extinction. The world is vast, merciless, and alive. Forests give way to endless savannas, and the savannas bleed into dry plains of cracked earth. There are no cities here, no safety, only the raw equation of life and death. Predators stalk the night, lions larger than any known today, saber-toothed cats that move like shadows, packs of hyenas whose laughter echoes through the bones of the dead. Above them, vultures circle, waiting for what remains, and below them all, the early humans, silent, cautious, moving through the grass like ghosts. Hunger is their constant companion. The struggle for food defines every action, every thought. To eat means to live. To fail means to vanish, swallowed by the dust of time. There are no farms, no tools, no fire to keep the cold at bay. Only hands, teeth, and instinct. They search for what the predators leave behind. The torn carcass of a gazelle, the bones cracked open for marrow, the taste of survival found in decay. Their noses wrinkle at the scent of rot, yet their bodies crave the sustenance hidden within it. This is the paradox of early life. To survive, one must descend into the rawest depths of existence. Rain falls, the earth drinks deeply, the smell of wet soil fills the air, a scent both ancient and eternal. Hominins crouch beneath sparse trees, shielding themselves from the storm. Their bodies shiver, not only from cold, but from fear. Lightning splits the sky, and in its flash, they glimpse the vastness of their world, a planet of danger and wonder, where they are both predator and prey. In that light, for a fleeting moment, the reflection of what they could become glimmers. Curiosity, awareness, a spark that will one day ignite the world. But that day is far away. Now there is only survival. They move in small groups, families bound by blood and necessity. A mother carries her child on her back, the tiny fingers clinging to her hair. A male scouts ahead, nostrils flaring, ears tuned to the distant growl of danger. Their communication is primitive, gestures, sounds, glances that carry meaning without words. A raised hand means silence, a hiss means flee. In this world, silence is salvation. The air is thick with life and death. At dawn, the plains awaken. Massive herds of ancient antelope graze in the mist, their horns like weapons of bone. Elephants, taller, wilder, more ancient than today's, march slowly across the horizon, shaking the ground with each step. And among them, hidden in the tall grass, the first humans watch, eyes wide, hearts pounding. The hunt is not one of dominance, not yet. It is one of opportunity. They wait for the moment when predators kill, and then they move in, not as hunters, but as survivors, scavengers of genius. They watch as a lion pride brings down a wildebeest, tearing into flesh, red with heat and life. The air fills with growls and the metallic scent of blood. The early humans wait, patient, trembling. When the lions finally leave, dragging their prize away, the scavengers rush forward. Their hands, rough and trembling, tear at what remains. They gnaw the sinew, crack bones for marrow, suck the warmth of survival from death itself. It is a gruesome ritual, but it is the price of endurance. Each mouthful means another day alive, each stolen meal, a victory against extinction. Over time, patterns form. They learn the ways of the predators, reading the land as if it speaks, tracks in the mud, the smell of decay on the wind, the distant cries of vultures, all become signs, clues in the great puzzle of survival. Their minds, though primitive, begin to think ahead, to predict, to plan. This is the quiet dawn of strategy, the first heartbeat of human intelligence. For the first time, instinct begins to evolve into thought. But hunger is not the only enemy. The earth itself turns against them. Droughts stretch across seasons, rivers dry, forests vanish. The sky burns with heat by day and freezes by night. Children cry with thirst. The old grow weak. The group must move, always move. Every horizon offers both hope and danger. They follow the herds, the rains, the faint promise of food, and with each migration, they learn the shape of the world. Their journey is marked by suffering, but also by adaptation. The strongest lead, the clever survive. Those who sense danger a heartbeat sooner, who notice the rustle in the grass or the shift in the wind, they live. And those traits, those instincts, pass on, through blood, through time. Evolution is not a choice. It is a relentless sculptor, shaping flesh, bone, and mind through pain and perseverance. And slowly, the creature walking the earth begins to change. The hands that once grasped branches now hold stones, at first by chance. A stone becomes a weapon when thrown. A broken edge cuts deeper into flesh. A mind observes and remembers. And from memory comes innovation. The first tools are born not from brilliance, but from desperation. A cracked rock becomes a knife. A sharp edge becomes survival. The first cut of a stone through skin marks a revolution, not of fire or language, but of thought. The moment intelligence meets necessity, humanity begins. Now, the scavengers become hunters. They stalk the plains not just in fear, but in purpose. With stones in their hands and courage in their hearts, they confront beasts far greater than themselves. A thrust, a strike, a scream, and for the first time, the hunted becomes the hunter. It is not easy. Many die, but those who live pass down the knowledge, the courage, the instinct to fight back. And from this endless cycle of struggle, something magnificent is born: resilience. As the centuries pass, their world continues to change. Volcanoes erupt, reshaping the land. Ice ages rise and fall. Continents drift. And still, humanity endures. Generation after generation, they walk the shifting earth, guided by hunger, bound by fear, driven by hope. They discover new lands, new dangers, and new ways to survive. They learn to cooperate, to share, to protect one another. A mother's care becomes as vital as a hunter's strength. The bonds of the group become their greatest weapon. At night, under the stars, they huddle together, fragile sparks of life against an endless void. They listen to the growls in the distance, the whispers of wind through grass. Somewhere, lightning strikes, fire blooms across a tree. They stare wide-eyed at the glow. It terrifies them, and yet, something inside stirs. Curiosity. They approach cautiously. The heat licks their faces. The light dances in their eyes. This is power. It is warmth. It is safety. It is the difference between fear and control. One day they will master it. But tonight, they only watch. In this fragile balance of terror and wonder, the seed of humanity grows. They are no longer just surviving. They are learning. The first dreams begin in these fires, the dreams of safety, of belonging, of more. They will not remain beasts forever. They are becoming something else, something that will one day shape the stars, build cities, and question the meaning of existence. But for now, they live in the rhythm of the wild. Every sunrise brings both danger and possibility. Every heartbeat carries the memory of the struggle that made them. And even now, a million years later, that struggle lives within us. We are the children of survivors, born from hunger, fear, and the unyielding will to endure. The instincts that once saved us still echo in our blood, the thrill of the hunt, the fear of the dark, the warmth we find in light and fire. These are not relics of the past, they are reminders of who we truly are. Because the story of humanity did not begin with cities or tools or even fire. It began here, in the dirt beneath the storm, when a creature dared to stand, to fight, to live. Life a million years ago was brutal. It was unforgiving. And yet, within that savagery, the spark of greatness was born. Every struggle, every loss, every desperate act of survival carved the path that led to us. To look back is to remember what it truly means to be human, not just to live, but to endure, to adapt, to rise. We are the legacy of hunger and hope, the descendants of those who refuse to die. And though we've built our fires higher and our tools sharper, the wild still whispers within us. It calls through the wind, the ocean, the night, reminding us that once, long ago, we too were creatures of the earth. And it was in that wildness that we found our strength. Because the first humans did not conquer the world, they survived it. And from survival came everything.